Y'all coming out here today, but it means so much to me. When I just came home from a funeral, but to come home and see your faces here, it means a lot to me. And I wanted people not to just come here and thinking that it's just not for show, but I wanted to show the house, because I want people to understand what it is that we are actually fighting for. And I'm telling everybody, it's not just about 319. It's about the whole community. If you look, and just look around in all these vacant lots, I grew up in this neighborhood since '69. And I played with people on this block, in the 200 block. I remember when they tore down Poppleton Street and build that park and that pool and that recreational center for us. There was a division between the Lexington Terrace projects and the pole homes. But once they built this pool and this rec center, we all came together as children and got along and played together because we had separate schools. But that playground and that recreational center brought the kids together. And so when I see the city coming in and allowing this developer to come in and just tear away generations and generations and generations. I'm third generation. To see generations wiped out of a community, of a neighborhood that made us all family, it breaks my heart. And so it wasn't just a fight for 319. I fought for them to keep these houses that they just tore down on March the 5th. For all of our corner store used to be right here on this corner. It was a whole family. You know, Jimbo's, that's right. A whole family, I mean generations of that family, their grandchildren. The grandmother, she owned it. You know, but I'm saying these are things that we're not looking at when we talk about development. But when I hear eminent domain taken from a private person's or private property for a public use, I don't see this being a public use. And I see blight. How can you say that in order for you to correct a blight, that you have to demolish everything and move people out of a neighborhood rather than coming in and help support the neighborhood? You know, do some infills. But if you see this house, these two buildings, those were exactly like them. People were, the last family got displaced in like the fall of 2019. You know, this block right here was a beautiful block. This side was a 3 stories, that side was a 2 stories. And when they came with eminent domain, it wasn't that one vacant house in this block. What was missing is this green, the green that you can see here, the greenish green. But they turned this into a park. This was called Sarah Ann Street Park. The same way you see it on my house, it was on the next building right here. There was a homeowner. And the kids, we had playground. They wouldn't even give us new equipment. After I went to Parks and People to try to get them to give us a grant, we received the grant and the city said, no, this belongs to a developer. So they took the grant back. And now the same kids that were able to play on this equipment now have kids of their own. Because this is how long this thing has been devastated. And so it's not about just coming out here and fighting, you know, for just the historical pieces, but we need to be able to preserve whole neighborhoods. It's families, friends, and they destroying it when they take it away. So here's my home. It's not a showcase. It's my home. I have 5 children, 11 grandchildren, 12 grandchildren. And all of them was here. And they all stay here. On the weekends, they here. They want to come to grandma's house. You know, so this is the home of the Eaddies.